Alright guys, so here I have a Bosch laser level, bought it at Home Depot. It was kind of one of the cheaper models, but so what I've run into, you can see I've removed this part of the flooring. I got to remove that hideous ugly tile, but what I got going on is behind here there's absolutely nothing until you hit about here. And then my chimney, huge heavy brick chimney from about here up, all the way up through the second story out the top, is a heavy concrete brick. I don't even know. It's covered. You can tell with that wrinkly paper they put over it. But that's a lot of weight. But it ends right here, and there's nothing that goes down here. That's all blank storage, and nothing that goes down to the dirt in the crawl space. So what that has caused through the years, and there's the wood stove, that's getting replaced. But what that's caused, that's right in the center of my house. So from this point, front door comes along, middle, out the back door. So what that's caused is my house is sinking in quite a bit. I'm getting ready to tile this whole floor and do various things, but before I do, I need to level this somewhat. And I don't know if it's going to show up on video, probably not. But this beam that goes across here, if you were standing here in person, you would see that that side is higher and it comes across and it slopes down. So I don't know yet if I'm going to do a review. I'm just kind of going to show you what I'm going to be doing. I'm going to set this guy up. Never used one of these. And then we're going to just do some random measurements around on the floor. Yes, I realize that there is a tile thickness difference. I'll account for that. But I just want to see how this thing works. My goal is tonight to kind of see where the floor is. That's one of my goals tonight. The other is I'm going to finally order the parts for that bastard right there from my diesel Ford Dextra tractor. So let's unwrap this damn thing. So this is the unit. Came with 2 batteries. Got the batteries in there. Small little guy there. I do wish it was one of those, 360, through a line 360, and it doesn't. But this does throw a horizontal and a vertical line. So I'm going to show you this thing. I've already used it, but my phone was dying, so I'm just going to make a little example. Of course, I'll do this in greater detail when I get ready to jack up the house, which starts tomorrow. So I'll just set it there. You can see it throws over there on the door. I guess I gotta get out of the light. But so it throws a horizontal and a vertical line. So if you're doing tile or anything, or any sort of construction really, get out of the light, Chunty. Okay. And it self-levels, so that's a nice feature, is the self-leveling. I have an older model, but it's more difficult to use. This thing, I'm trying to find the accuracy for you. Range of 40 feet is what it says. So I've already measured this out. Using a measure tape. And I've started right here at this side of the house. And I'm not too concerned with the exact measurement. Right there. I'm at 25 3/4 of an inch at this back side of the house. And you can see this rock here. I know my lighting's poor because I'm trying to use the laser level, but I've got this heavy rock. I got it down there. It goes all the way up to the ceiling. And there used to be a book shelf in here that I ripped out. It came from in there to the wall. So there's also a side part here that went clear up to the ceiling that was rock as well. That is some serious weight, guys. So I'm thinking about ripping all that out because none of this goes down. So basically what I wanted to show you, tile on tile, both sides. When I come over here and check it, we went from 25 3/4 to 27 3/4. So I know these are about these are foot tiles. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So in 12 feet, guys, we go down 2 inches. And then from this point, which is the center of the house, another 12 feet roughly, I guess. I don't know, I haven't measured it. To here, we go back up to within 1/4 of an inch. We're 1/4 inch off this side of the house to that far wall. So I know that the house, give or take, slopes 2 inches into the center. And so I just wanted to give a quick little demo of that machine. And basically, I'm getting ready to, well, I'm remodeling the whole farmhouse, but I'm getting ready to do tile work in the bathroom, pantry. I mean, everything's getting redone. But I don't want to do that until I get under the crawl space. So I'll probably take you on the journey tomorrow. I think I'm going to start, it'll probably be all in the same video. But it's not going to be so simple. I do have a jack for jacking up foundations, but I'm going to have to dig paths in the dirt. There is no crawl space that is, you know, I can't, there's a perimeter that goes around underneath the house, but I can't even access the center. So it's going to be slow going. I'm going to have to dig, then get underneath. I'll take you on that journey and kind of show you what I'm going to do and how I'm going to jack this house up. And still contemplating if I'm going to rip out the chimney or not. So I'll add it to this video. So we'll start tomorrow. So this is the jack that we're going to be using to jack up the house. I was going to read how many tons it jacks up, but it is covered in concrete. So this jack here, you can also, I'll show you, hook it up to an air compressor. And you can jack it up that way using air, but we're gonna do it the old-fashioned way. So I'm gonna get it cleaned up, probably spray it down a little bit with some WD-40. It hasn't been used in a long time, so I'm gonna make sure it works before I haul it, because it is heavy. Alright guys, just getting set up, got my shop light, and problem with my power, I only have like 2 outlets in the whole entire house or shop that take a ground. So just gotta bust that damn thing off. Voila! Customize it. Get plugged in here. Voila, light. So what I got going on is I've got a trail like that I can shimmy through all the way around the perimeter. But then you get into there, and I'll see if this shows up. But, you know, underneath that beam, for instance, I can't get under that beam, let alone set a jack up. So gonna have to do some digging. What I'm doing now is in the center of my house, under 2 of the posts, I drilled tiny little holes and I put bright lights shining down. Because the first thing I have to do is identify where it is I'm hoping to jack up. And I think the deal is I've got that post, but yeah, you can see how janky they put shit underneath that beam. So when I jack it up, that would be one of the things that I want to do, is pile something a little bit better than that, or I should say quite a bit. This one's not too bad, but you can see how narrow. So if I can access, let's get in here on this side to be able to jack that side, this beam up, and then do the same on probably this side. So what I'm going to try to do, get this wire out of my way, is get back up in here. Oh my goodness, what a tight squeeze. I'm literally on my belly trying to get in here. And I'm going to turn the light off for a moment so I can try to see. That might be one of the drill marks. Nope. So let's try over here maybe. Let's see. And no. Oh, that complicates it a bit. Let's go down further. If I can fit. Okay, there is laundry. Turn that off. Nope. I cannot see where I drilled down through. I don't see no light. It could be, yeah, I don't see no light, but it could be in this mess of stuff here. What I'll do is go clear around the other side and see if I can find it. But as you can see, this beam, I know guys, it's gonna be rough filming down here. That's why I'm not gonna probably show very much of it, but this beam literally, it's on a little pad there, but I mean, I can't even fit the jack in there. So, but man, you can just see how they just put stuff under here. And remember, we got to go up like 2 inches. So I still got to identify where that is. I'm going to turn you off for a little bit so you don't have to just watch this and get dizzy. All right, guys, that's how it goes. There goes another load getting pulled out. Little load by little load. So I started a trench on that side, and now I'm kind of carving into here. It's really hard to film this, but there again, I wished there was more to do, or you know, I wished I could take out more dirt, and I guess I could, but it's very labor intensive. But you can see how close that pile gets to the floor joist there. So we're just going to carve right through there. Unfortunately, I have to carve that out, drag it back to this passageway pretty much by hand, and load it. I did try loading it, like pulling the cart back there, but it was a lot harder because I can hardly fit in there. So we're just going to make a carving, clear through on this side, and then over on the other side of the beams. So slow going. So that's a good look at the depth, or how much I got to take out. That shovel is on basically the level of how deep I'm trying to dig, and it goes pretty deep. I'm already past the point. Well, I'm not past it, I'm just to it. That little scratch hole right there is one of the points I'm going to jack up. But I'm going to dig my 2 tunnels, one on this side that goes clear through, and then one on the other side of the 2 posts that goes clear through. So basically digging 2 channels. Then I'll come back and dig out 4 jack up points. So, very slow going. I've been dragging this dirt clear back, but I think I'm going to drag the plastic container down here and try again to find a good way to load it, because I'm wearing myself out dragging it. Alright guys, we've barely begun. And this is the pile. I'm going to back up so you can kind of see it. That is the pile that we have started. There goes the cat into there to take a shit like they always do. So I'm glad somebody is enjoying all this labor and that the dirt pile is bringing somebody enjoyment. Said it won't even be a pile. So guys, here's a little video. The post with the white pipe is, there's two main posts that go clear down through the house, and that one with the white pipe is the one closest to me. And you can see that one back there, but you can see how close this dirt is to those posts. In some places it's actually touching. So I'm going to have to address that. I am going to have to dig kind of little tunnel channel ways between, you know, like that that concrete post and that one, you know. So eventually, like right through here, I'll put another little trail so I can access in there. But I just want to give you a little sample of what somebody's idea. That's a main post right there, or, you know, it's just a quagmire of shit, really. They just put like a little short 4x4 with a pile of 2x4s and scraps. I mean, that they're just a little piece of tree cut. So all that's going to be redone. Just so I give you a little sample of what I'm working with. So guys, this first tunnel here is done. I wished I could take another 4 or 6 inches of dirt out, but guys, it's a lot of work. So this, if you compare it to the video, you know, earlier in the video, I couldn't even get through here. So now I can kind of somewhat on my belly pull myself through there. And yeah, you can see they got wire just down on the ground. So a lot of work just underneath the house right here. So this is one of the main paths. This one is done. And this is where the second path is going to go through. That's a little blurry. I don't know why. This one's not as bad. Still a lot of work. But I can't do any more for right now. We'll hit this tomorrow. Oh, there's a better picture. So there's the dirt from that one pathway. And that's all about I can do for one day. That is a lot of work, guys. It's so spread out. You probably cannot appreciate how much dirt that we've removed. So the kiddos, this is the redneck sand pit, sandbox or whatever. So guys, this is my second tunnel or path or whatever you want to call it that I'm digging. You can see some of the roots that I'm having to cut out that run through here. And see if I can give you kind of an idea of the size. So, fairly big roots. And you can see in some places that the dirt actually goes up pretty high and touches on some of these beams. So I'm also gonna dig it out from under these beams so that the dirt's, I'd like it to be further than this, but I at least want to get it 4 to 6 inches away from the beams. So I'm just going to carve clear through here to the other side. And that'll be phase 2. This, guys, is another example of what I'm finding under here. Remind you, this is a major support, and actually probably won't show up, but you can see that's not even hitting anything there. So that's just an example. They left these just dangling, that wire dangling. These were all touching dirt. So just an example. All right, guys, because of how labor intensive it is, I am done digging. So I've cleared out from that post. You can see, remember, this used to touch up on those floor joists. So I can now get through there. And I've discovered when I view down it, from this post here, clear over to the concrete wall there, these floor joists do sag. So on this dirt beam over here, all the way down, I might add a third, let's see, that would be the 4th actually, beam that goes across. So I'm sure I'll be adding one there. And then we've got this beam. I used a 4x4. That's probably okay. I'd like to see something bigger. And not much room in between those two. So I'm gonna leave that. And then this big wood one here, that's the one we're gonna work with first, jacking up. So that's one of the trails that I dug. Get over here to this one. This is the one we just finished. Dug clear through that way. And then you can see here another, I don't even know what it is. It looks, well, the corner is broken off. I believe it is a 4x4. Yeah, it's a 4x4. But you can just see how hokey this is. And to be honest, I mean, it should go. I mean, it stops at that floor joist there. But then there's 1, 2 more that aren't even supported. They're actually only in the house. They're only supported 1 time by that big one. So I've got to address how in depth I want to go here, because I may revamp this quite a bundle. You can see on this one, those floor joists, this is where they all come together, and they're all split, you know, so that's 2 floor joists that join there, that's 2, and all the way down. So this middle one is obviously the most important. And I don't know if I can just jack it all up at once at that point. I don't think we're really attached in there that well. Well, yes we are. That's in there, so we can't really jack it up on the ends unless we were to cut those. So, but that's probably all I'm gonna do under here for now. At least I'm ready to be able to get under here and jack it up, rewire the house, and get this insulated.